Now it's time to learn GarageBand, which is the program that you're going to use to create the music for your videos. So let's go ahead and get started. It's a pretty quick tutorial. We're going to go to Launchpad, and then you're going to open GarageBand. It's a guitar, which is appropriate. And here it'll pull up your recent projects. So I have a few that are saved, but I'm going to start a new one because that's what you guys will do. So you'll click on New Project. You have some options here, but you're always, unless you are a pro at GarageBand, you're always going to choose loops. And you'll click choose. And then here's where you'll choose the destination where you want it to be saved. As always in this class, you'll save it to the desktop. You can save it in your chase sequence folder, wherever you want. I'm just going to pretend that this is what I'm saving. I'm not actually going to save it. And here you can also change the tempo. You can make it faster, slower, change the time signature, do all kinds of stuff. If you're, if you're sort of new to music, I would just leave the default settings and click on Create. Now, this is what an empty project looks like. It's really easy to fill it up, though. You'll see over here that there are a list of adjectives, and then there are a list of different kinds of music. So basically what you do is you just choose whichever type you're interested in. There are some effects here. That's what FX means, is effects. So you can uncheck them, you can click on them. If you want to uncheck it, you just check it again. Okay, so, but if I want a guitar, what I can do is go here and click on the first one, and you can listen to it. And all of these that are highlighted are the ones that you can use. The other ones you won't be able to use. You can also click on guitars, and if you want a single guitar, it'll eliminate any of them that aren't single guitars. So it's really good. You can really get a very specific kind of music that you're looking for. So basically, once you choose the one that you like, so let's say I like this one, which I don't, but let's say I do, I'm going to click on it and drag it over here to this track. That's the first track. And it'll appear over here. On this area over here, you can click on this little gray or white triangle and drag it anywhere in the sequence. And you can also play it by hitting the space bar. That's play and stop. And you can also adjust the level of that specific track. So you can click on this little circle right here and drag that up to make it louder, or you can drag it down to make it softer. So each individual track, the level of it can be changed. So that's pretty cool. If you want this track to be longer, if you want this specific instrument to stay on there longer, what you can do is you can make your first of all select that instrument or that track, and then make your cursor go to the end of the that section, whatever you would call it, and your cursor needs to look like this arrow that's going in a circle. And all you do is click and drag out, and however long you want it to be there, you can make it as long as you want. Okay, so I'll put it right there. Now, if I want a different instrument, let's say I want an urban one to go under this, I can click on it here and drag it anywhere in that track, in the second track, because we're layering it. So you can put it anywhere in here that you want. Let's say I put it here, and it'll put it there. Okay, and again, you can adjust the level. You can do all kinds of stuff. So I'll play it. Oh boy. That is awful. But you get the idea, and you can do the same thing with this one. You can also make it shorter by, if you make your cursor look like this. Looks like that. I don't know how to describe that. It's like a bracket with two little arrows coming out of it. You can click and drag it to the left to make it shorter. But I want to make this longer, so I just make my cursor look like that and drag it out. And it's the same thing over and over and over. You just keep creating more tracks by selecting different instruments or whatever you want. So just have fun with it. It's really, really easy. If you want to delete something, like you don't want that entire track, then just click on that track and press the delete key. It's really, really super easy to create music in GarageBand. So let's pretend, though, that I'm done. This is my music. This is awful. But let's pretend that this is the music I want. What I would do is go to Share, and then I would click on Export Song to Disk. And then here you can decide how you're going to compress it. I chose MP3 encoder. Both of these will work in Premiere, so it doesn't really matter. And you can choose a different quality if you want, but again, high quality is just fine. So I'm going to click on Export, and then I'll decide where I want to put it. Again, you should try to be organized, so put it in your chase sequence folder or whatever folder you're using, and then click on Save. and it'll export it, and then you'll have an MP3 version of that song. Okay, that's really it. It's pretty basic, but really just play around with it, and you'll learn way more than I will ever be able to teach you. So have fun.